and then we'll swap over. Now I'm going to warn you guys. It's going to be a shorter stream. That, or I'm going to have to take a break midstream to feed an orphaned baby deer mouse that is less than 2 weeks old and doesn't have its eyes open yet. Because I'm dumb. And I'm a sucker for small animals that are in need of help. And I made absolutely certain it actually was abandoned. It's not a case of, an idiot just going, oh, there's a baby animal, it must be abandoned. No, we waited 12 hours for the adult deer mouse to return, and it never did. And that's a pretty darn good sign that it's abandoned, it's an orphan, whatever. So, we now are hand rearing a baby deer mouse. And I do say we because I'm not doing it alone, which is nice, because last time I had to feed a baby creature, in the case of the twins, 2 of them, I was doing it alone. And it was just me, pretty much, because my other half was working, and he would... Hold on. Okay. Sorry, there was much nodding of the cord. So they would come home from work, they would help me with, one feeding, and then they would go to bed. Which, I get it. But it was really difficult because I was feeding the boys every 2 hours around the clock, and it took an hour to feed each of them. So the only chance I ever got to sleep was when I had that brief period where my partner would feed one, I would feed the other, and then I'd have an hour to snag a very brief nap before I started the whole cycle over. Right, swapping over because Star Wars is finally loaded. We are on Tiabi, our Sith assassin, and it looks like we have mail. So we're going to grab that mail, and then we are going to head for Dromund Kaas. Oh, right. It's the May the 4th be with you reward. I forgot I had not picked that up. So, okay. Why are you over there? Come over here. Yay! I have a droid pet. Okay. So... Kimval, are you wanting to talk to us? I think you're going to want to. So let's jog down to somewhere private. And yeah, the baby mouse has to be fed every 2 hours around the clock, and has been taking between 30 minutes and an hour per feeding. Yep, Kimval wanted to talk. Okay. You should not have brought me here, Little Sith. You may have found my will, but such bonds can be broken, and make no mistake, I will devour you.
By the time we are done, you will have fed to excess.
My hunger is never slaked, and you are no Tulok Horde, but I will serve you faithfully, my master, until I am free. Yeah, I pretty much with Kimval the entire time you have him, he does nothing but threaten you in one. He says, rise, little one. He, by the way, does not really care for being a healer, but oh well. He doesn't have a choice. I'm making him my healer. So it looks like some event is going on. Might be Ragdoll Week. Haven't heard any announcements from the game, but... Drumcaster Ledgers. Okay. And as always, we're going to avoid doing the actual quest one, which is Black Talon, I believe, for Imperials. I can probably come back and do it on one of mine at some point. I could do it now. There's nothing stopping me, but I don't want to. Okay, keep in mind, by the way, for anyone watching, that my chat, I can't see it while I am in-game. I do check periodically when I am using a taxi or doing a scene change, things like that. But yeah, I can't see the chat, So if you have comments, questions, I promise I'm not ignoring you. I'm just not aware that you've posted them at the moment. And as soon as I am aware, I will answer. It's been exhausting lately, by the way, guys. My work has been going crazy. We have just switched to using a new phone system, and I ended up working a 10-hour day one day because they needed me to come in and assist with that. I was supposed to last night work as floor support, but one of the other floor support, the one who was supposed to be taking general calls, couldn't take general calls. She, when they swapped her over to the new system, they didn't move her to the general call queue, and now they can't swap her out of the supervisor queue. So, even though I was supposed to be floor support, and had been all prepped to do so, they had to have me do regular calls instead, and they've recently had people who are having system issues. The people who are having system issues, they want them to still be at least seeing calls, if nothing else. And so they've had them watching my calls when I'm in the general queue, so they can get an idea of what to be doing on calls. So I'm stressed and busy, and I worked a 10-hour day the day of the launch, and I took Sunday off of last week because I managed to give myself heat stroke. Not the best way to get a break from work, just letting you know. Or heat exhaustion, I should say. It wasn't as bad as actual heat stroke. But because of that, I took Sunday off, and then I ended up... Oh, that's just me. That's my heel. I ended up getting what would have been overtime every single day for the rest of the week if I hadn't taken Sunday off. My master, isn't this soft-skinned one the toy of Zash, the golden-haired lord?
Quiet, bodyguard. Save your hissing for your own kind. As for you, slave, Darth Scotia is passing. Best get out of his way.
You sent that weakling apprentice to kill me.
It looks like I didn't try hard enough. I won't make the same mistake twice. Give your master a message for me. My eye is on her, and I know. Tell her that. I know what she's trying to do here on Drummond Cass. You and your master have gotten this far, but it ends here, slave. I alone have the key. Tell her that. You and your master have no future on Drummond Cass or in the Sith Order. Tell her that. Now, get out of my way.
What do you think? Can you eat him?
It is more machine than man, I think. Bad for the digestion.
Fools!
Also, personally, if it had been me, I would have been like, if you want her told that many things, you need to, write it down and hand me a list. I'm not gonna remember all of those. But they didn't give me that option. Okay, that's the... Yeah, that's when I have a ship. Alright. Hold on, we're gonna pop open our map real quick. Show exploration missions. Yes. All the missions. Except the ones we've seen like a million times and are like, nah, skip it.
Inupis nu dad Lakeman's
Drum and Cass, land of glorious shadow.
wounds.
Okay. Let's see, those are daily heroics. Don't really care about those. So let's go down and talk to you.
I'm Commander Ryland, my lord. I apologize for my abruptness, but I'm afraid I must request assistance with an emergency. Something is stirring up the jungle beasts, which makes the route between here and Cass City hazardous. Several individuals traveling on foot have disappeared. I've even had reports of jungle beasts attacking speeders.
Sounds like you need some help.
Given the circumstances, I believe someone of your abilities is precisely what's needed. I dispatched 2 commando teams into the jungle to clear out the beasts, but they never returned. An emergency holo message came through from one of the team leaders. I'll play it for you.
Repeat. Landing beacons are emitting some kind of energy. Power surges are driving the beasts mad. Can't get close enough to reroute power. Lost my team. Beasts closing in. Need reinforcements.
Sensors confirm unusual energy readings in the jungle. The spaceport's landing beacons appear to be the cause.
How could landing beacons affect the creatures?
If a beacon's energy signature has been altered, the sonic frequency could be extremely disruptive to a creature's nervous system. I hesitate to ask, my lord, but if you reroute power... Predators are fierce.
Okay. Now, there are 2 ways I can go about doing this. Ta-da! This is the one that's going to be the easiest. There's the landing beacon over here. There it is. There you go. I will let somebody else fight the thingies. I can sneak. Is there a quest? There is. I'll go back and get that. I want to get the landing beacon thingies dealt with first. Because, you know, I'm a good, civically minded Sith. Yep. Absolutely. Now, Tilabi does not care about anyone else, but she does recognize that, she needs to get in the good graces of the Imperial military and the Sith Lords as much as possible.
Afrangiban.
heal me, Kim. Ta-da! Slim. Okay. So. Also, you guys got to see Darth Scotia, aka the Ass Hat. Among many. I mean, he's a Sith Lord. They're all ass hats, let's face it. So he's one of. But he's your primary antagonist. At least to start. You get others. It happens.
Welcome back, my lord. Sensors indicate you reroute power to all the land beacons. Analysis indicates they were deliberately sabotaged. Transmitting a full report.
Okay. Sorry about the typing away to somebody else. A friend of mine that I don't get to talk to very often is online at the moment, so I'm chatting with them while streaming and while watching for when I will have to feed the baby mouse next. We honestly thought it was a squirrel when we found it, because we could see a squirrel nest very close to where the baby was. It had fallen in a place that was not a good place for baby animals to be.
A guard post in the jungle. Keeping something out or in?
Out, my lord. When the speeders were pulled off the line, people started braving the deeper jungle, trying to make it to Cass City on foot. Had a few deaths, some of them VIPs. Captain Tolto sent us to keep people out and poke around a bit, see what's out there.
I'm dying of suspense. Really.
We managed to take some data readings, even some hollows. Big nasty critters out there, nothing to mess with. Our runner, unfortunately, is down a leg from the experience. If you're headed back towards the spaceport, could you give the observation dish to Captain Tolto?
I can and will. Keep up the good work, men.
Thank you.
Okay. Back to the captain. But, yeah, we thought it was a squirrel. It was on our back patio, which means it had fallen about 8 feet onto concrete. But it was still moving, and so we were like, okay, we're going to leave it alone. We're going to give it until morning, which will be 12 hours. I'm sure that during the night the mama is going to take it back to where it belongs. Except when we got up in the morning, it was still there. The mama had not come for it. And that was when we went, okay, baby is coming in, we'll find a rehabber.
I have a report for you, Captain. It seems there are monsters in the jungle.
Thank you, my lord. You do us all a great honor by taking notice of our problems. This is what I needed. I'll start moving to warn everyone off that path until we can get some full cleanup squads.
So I contacted a rehabber, and they were like, okay, so it's a baby squirrel, send me a picture.
Destination?
And so
Enjoy your stay.
I took a picture with my phone, and I texted it to them, and they're like, that's not a squirrel, that's a rat. I'm like, oh, goody. And then I just sent it to the picture to a friend of mine who happens to be, he raised both rats and mice because he was raising them to feed to his pet snakes. Because at least that way he could ensure that until they were fed to the snake, they lived a very pleasant life, and he also would humanely kill them before feeding, so they didn't even have an unpleasant death. It was just a very quick, sudden thing. And he looked at the size and he went, if it's that small and it's already got fur and it doesn't have its eyes open yet, that's a mouse, not a rat. And then he's like, I think that's a deer mouse. I mean, it could be a field mouse, but I'm pretty sure it's like either a deer mouse or field mouse, whichever. I'm gonna keep making, No, I can do the other quest later. On my way back. Okay. I was gonna make the Lord Zash wait, but no. Let's go ahead. Since tonight's gonna be probably a short stream, let's at least try to move the main storyline forward somewhat. Report to Lord Zash, but we also want to...
A second of your time, please. Minder 20. Imperial Intelligence.
You must have the wrong person.
Not at all. Our files are very thorough. You're a new face on Roman casts. That presents a unique opportunity and a small window in which to use it. I need you to meet a man. Go where he says and do what he asks. There's little danger. But you must not question him.
I've never played spy before. Tell me where to go.
The man is named Mander, and he is in a local cantina. Tell him the Lord of Sorrow sent you. Good luck. We will not speak again.
Okay then. I mean, we've done this before. We know what's going on, but it's still fun to see how the characters respond to it, you know? Because it's new and different each time.
Seven brutal, bloody murders. 7! And the killer is allowed to walk free? Decent, law-abiding citizens, loyal servants of the Emperor are being slaughtered. And what do our security forces do? Nothing. I've seen the killer myself, but the authorities say I don't have enough proof. I demand justice.
How exactly is telling me supposed to help?
Well, I'm not fit to confront such an individual, but someone has to. Several days ago, I spotted a bounty hunter following people seemingly at random, but pointing a strange device at them. The descriptions of the murder victims exactly match the people the hunter was following. He's behind these brutal killings, I know it.
You may be mistaken.
No, I know what I saw. I made no mistakes, I'm sure of it. I followed the killer this morning. Saw him skulking into the Mandalorian Enclave. Someone called him by name, Renegan. This bounty hunter must learn the Empire doesn't tolerate gutter scum like him killing its citizens. He needs to be punished.
Okay.
If my partner weren't here, I'd scrub my speeder clean with your face.
I can't hold him off forever. Confess and we can put this behind us. Very well. You are hereby sentenced to 2 decades of off-world slave labor.
Stop stammering, worm. That's what you get for defiling the Imperial banner with your filthy hands.
Where is... Okay. must be over here. Is that what does it? Is that the weak way? Huh. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay. Anyway. So. Do we do the spy game bit, or do we go see Zash? Since I am wanting to move the storyline along, and I'm gonna have limited time to play tonight because mouse. I'm gonna go ahead and move the story along some. The mouse can go a little bit longer than 2 hours between feedings.
Enjoy your
because
stay.
it has been eating more lately, and I did feed it up until like 2:30, 2:40, so it's good for a little bit. I can play a little longer, but not by much. So I don't think you guys want to see me trying to play while feeding the mouse, because that's going to be awkward. Did I ever... Hold on. Okay, yeah. Whew. I just had this sudden... Wait, am I still on the chatting screen instead of the main screen? Are you guys watching me without being able to see the game? And so there was a brief moment of panic. Thankfully, unfounded. Okay. In good news, I'm back on my testosterone, which according to the the doctor at Planned Parenthood who prescribed it might actually mean I'll go back to losing weight instead of just packing it on, because according to her, the estrogen in my system is probably why I've been gaining weight so fast instead of muscle like I normally do.
Are you acquainted with a big, ugly, half-machine Dark Lord? He had a message for you.
Damn Scotia. What business has he going behind my back, speaking to my apprentice? Trying to intimidate you, no doubt. Wretched monster. More machine than man and dangerously powerful. Ever since I arrived on Dromund Kaas as an apprentice, he's made every effort to stand in my way.
Ustaiknians and
He is
Parana,
flesh. He can be
Rahitis
killed.
ni Aino.
Ultimately, we cannot even begin the search for Tulakhod's ancient power with Scotia's rattling breath on our necks.
Sounds like Scotia's got us on this one.
No, not quite. You see, I have a plan. You are going to kill Scotia for me.
Finally, a challenge worthy of me.
Good. That is precisely the attitude you'll need. I cannot be tied to Scotia's murder. Brazen power plays make the Dark Council nervous. But nobody will believe that a mere apprentice could defeat Scotia. It's impossible, and that's why it will work.
So what am I supposed to do?
I've begun to piece together the puzzle for Darth Scotia's destruction, but some elements have yet to fall into place. Out in the jungle, a group of slaves has recently revolted. They were working on a colossal statue that has since gone unfinished. I believe Scotia is hiding something of great importance near this statue. Get the archaeological plans to the area from one of the slaves, and contact me by holocommunicator.
In bizo waitai spila
The witch stinks
presikretai.
of death.
In
Give her me
bise
the command and I will
ewanata
devour her.
ataragata injais.
No eating Zash. I need her for now. Okay. Probably gonna give it to around 420 and then go to feed. The mouse has been named Surskit. Surskit is the name of a Skaven character of mine in a Warhammer tabletop role-playing game. Seemed fitting. Skaven in the Warhammer game is Surskit in the Warhammer game is very small and weak and cowardly. And that honestly is not a very fitting description of, well, the small and weak. No, he's actually fairly strong for being the size of a jelly bean. I've been describing him as a wiggly jelly bean with opinions because, yes, he is very much. Wait, shouldn't Finnegan be here? Did I go the wrong way? Oh, he's up here.
I've got a shuttle to catch. You mind getting out of my way?
You've been a bad boy, Rennigan. Murdering innocent citizens.
No, hold on. I never killed anybody who didn't have it coming. You've been listening to Wrightson. Great. Listen, I didn't murder anybody. I was just hired to tag some random citizens, that's all.
You didn't ask why you were hired to tag random people.
I got instructions, not explanations. Seemed harmless at the time. I had no idea my clients would kill those people. I was hired by a group of Sith to organize games for them. Didn't realize what that meant until bodies started piling up. When I confronted them, they laughed. Said Sith have a birthright to hunt lowlives. It's like a sport to them.
My Sith brethren obviously have too much time on their hands.
I can think of better ways to pass the time, but then I'm not Sith. I'm in over my head and too many people are watching me now, so I can't even leave. I need help, and I'm willing to pay for it. You interested?
Tell me what I can do for you.
I just want this problem to go away, and I only see two ways for that to happen. Either get rid of the loudmouth pointing fingers at me, or end that sick game the Sith are playing.
I'll eliminate the man who sent me. Never liked him anyway.
Poor scum. Should have minded his own business. Take this hunter tag. Use it on that nosy scumbag. He'll become my client's new target. When you're done, come back here, and I'll have your payment ready.
When you come down to it, there's two ways to go about things, and one of them is going to piss off Sith, so...
Ready for departure.
Blobby doesn't see much reason for that.
Enjoy your stay.
Easier to just kill one person, or tag one person and not even kill him, than it is to kill whoever, or tag however many they would need. So might as well just do the one. And, yeah, she didn't really care for the guy, so, whatever. Might as well swing in here and talk to our contact.
Daga ai wi sandans, ni
Why don't we
namans
waste our
for
time in
isis
this
bi
place?
jandans amin.
Manda, the Lord of Sorrow sent me.
Listen carefully. I can say this once. A Chiss security officer stands at the bank. Hand him this gambling chip. He will give you a small item and further instructions. Now walk away casually.
Sure. I do like the Chiss security officer. He's very friendly, which is not exactly a common thing normally with Chiss, or hell, Imperials, period. There are some that are nice, but not most of them.
I have a gambling chip for you.
And I have a package for you. Do not open it. Better if you don't even look at it. There is an NK line droid. I'll show you where to find it. The package goes there. Long live the Emperor.
Sure, long live the Emperor. We'll go with that. Onward. Toolbar's in the way. And the guy doesn't even notice as he's tagged.
I have a package for you.
For me? How wonderful. And I, in turn, have something for you, to show appreciation. If we have not caught the Republic's attention with this sequence, they simply aren't paying attention. Empire forever.
And I get credits. Not even a lot of credits, but some credits. Alright, back to Rennigan. I'm going to show you guys a brief trick. You can actually get to the other side of, or to the, like, Mandalorian Enclave and stuff faster by going out of the city and taking that speeder. Not a lot faster, but it's a tiny bit.
Ready for departure. Enjoy your stay.
Okay, so do this.
You tagged that screaming idiot, huh? Only a matter of time before the Sith pounce on him. It's not gonna be pretty. Doesn't bother you getting that guy killed?
I'm just conveying the message.
I tried to tell myself the same thing about those other victims. I'm not happy, but it was either him or me. He should have kept his mouth shut. Here, this is every credit I have. Thanks for the help.
See, Rennigan goes to show you that Deveronians, despite their reputation, are not all bad. Like, he's obviously got a conscience, which there are definitely people who will claim that Deveronians don't have those. He does, though. He's a good guy. I mean, he's a bounty hunter, but, you know, he's a good guy.
Ready for departure.
We're going to go here.
Enjoy your stay.
Sorry, I am itchy. I am always itchy. Alright. We'll pick up a few quests in the jungle on the way to the Colossus. And then we're probably going to call it when we get to the Colossus, which is about what we normally do when we're doing Drummond Kaas. We go do these quests that are, you know, Kaas City, and then we do what quests we pick up out here in the jungle, and then we head to the Colossus, and we stop at the Colossus, and we're done for the first session.
Finally, someone who can keep their head in a crisis. Rebel slaves hit my team in the jungle. They stole weapons, supplies. As if that wasn't bad enough, the idiots ransacked our spires for parts. Without those components, we've got a lightning spire building up dangerous energy levels. It'll crater half of Kaas City if it blows.
How long until the spire explodes?
I can't say for sure. We should have at least enough time to avert the disaster. Most of my men ran off. Some tried to reclaim the spire parts, but the rebels cut them down. I came back here for reinforcements. We need to recover the components the rebels stole and get that lightning spire back online before it goes critical.
Sounds like suicide to me.
I'd be long gone if I thought we didn't have a chance. At least give it a shot. The rebels are camped along the river. Blast them down, pry the stolen components from their hands, and then reinstall them at the spire. If the river runs red with rebel blood, I'll throw in something extra.
Okay. I don't remember coming down this way before. Oh, but look, there's rebels. Oh no, those are Republic. Hold on.
Afghanistan.
Huh. Certainly spotted this stuff before. So there's one Republic. Is there a quest in here? definitely something back here. I wonder if I could kill her. You know what? Let's give it a shot. Injure the spies first. Now back together. Can't say I've done this before. I don't think I've ever seen it. I certainly don't see a quest.
Teufel atrous.
Kim says he's resisted the urge to devour me for now. I'll leave the champions alone, but I'd never seen her before. What is that? Is that a companion gift? Okay. Well, no quest. I figured there must be one, but apparently not. Still, I took out one of their medics. Wrong direction. Whoop. Ow. That was not in the plans, but hey, at least there's an easy-ish way back out. As long as I don't fall again. Kim, you bastard, come heal me. Keep nodding off. We might have to call it before we even reach the Colossus. feed Skirsket too before I can go to bed. And I can't go to bed for long because I have to get up at 7 a.m. to be out the door by 8, and I want to get a shower first. Because today is the day of my father's side of the family's family reunion, and he has been begging me to come for years, and I've managed to not go. I've always had an excuse, but this year I don't, because it's happening on a day when I'm not working, when he knows that I'm working a job where I've got PTO saved up. So yeah, it's very much a... I have no excuse not to go. So I'm going. I'm taking the twins. My dad likes to give me all of this, you know, it's responsibility to your family, and family are the only people who will really care about you, and I've definitely seen that's not necessarily the case. I've gotten more love and care from people who I've met online than I have from my family, but you know, it's not how my dad sees it. He doesn't think any of that is real. When my other half had to have kidney surgery a couple years ago, my family offered to pay for it. My friends online helped fund the GoFundMe. That was to help pay for things that we needed while he was, you know, incapacitated in the hospital. So, yeah, I definitely don't believe the whole, you know, oh, the only people who will care for you when you're down are your family. That's never been my experience. Okay, now you just gotta find that lightning spire and fix it. Back to Tolkien. Is that road going to get me there? Yes, it will. Okay. I think I'm going to stop at Torkin. and just, well, no, I think I can fly to where the spire is. So I can at least, no? Maybe.
You can relax. I replaced the spire components.
I was just about to call in evacuation orders for the city. Well done. The rebel slaves will think twice before tampering with Imperial property again.
No, they probably won't, because they're all dead. I don't think they're going to be doing much thinking at all. I should have already logged defeat Surskit, but he's not being as chatty right now, so I suspect he's sleeping. So I'm going to let him sleep a tiny bit more. I think there's a quest I can pick up here. Yep.
Mipunawa,
Welcome to Drum and Quest, my lord. If you need anything shot, stabbed, or the otherwise question of Blaze of Glory, you let me know. I wonder if you'd be interested in a challenge, maybe a friendly wager. Mandalorian named Krieg hunts the big game out in the jungles in the way to Kaz City, but he's gotten tired of sports hunting.
What exactly does this entail?
Mandalorians are what you'd call a loose association of clans. Aliens, humans, bounty hunters, mercenaries. Well, we all got one thing in common. We fight to be strong. We fight for honor and glory. The bigger, smarter, faster the enemy, the better. That's why we're working with the Empire for a crack at the Jedi. That's why Krieg went deeper into the jungle, why he's issued his challenge. Defeat him, win.
And what exactly is in it for me?
I said there was a wager. Everyone who tries puts a little money in the pot. Anyone defeats Krieg, they win it all. I'll warn you though, one saw Krieg rip the arms off a Gundark barehanded, because he got bored killing them with blasters. Just know what you're getting into.
I've been looking for a reason to cause some chaos.
One more thing, Krieg's not alone out there. He's got more than a few followers. Strength attracts strength. You beat Krieg and I'll send the credits your way. It might just cover your med bills. Good luck. Not gonna face off against Krieg just yet. Can I just fly from here? I think I saw a speeder.
Destination?
I guess not.
Enjoy your stay.
So I need to go. This is where Krieg and his people are. How do I get... I think I've got to go back the other way. I'm just trying to get back to the, well, I'm trying to get to the, quest I've got. There's a path that goes south, but it's on the other side of this area. This is what I get for trying to follow the map instead of the roads. Because the map doesn't show you if there's something blocking your way unless you've actually been to that area before. Here's the right path. Here's where I pick up Quell.
Exactly as reported. A Degree 6 revolt, population equivalent to the Duros uprising on Zilior. Subjects occupy a moderate radius of jungle. Good. Good. Welcome, apprentice. Your timing couldn't be better. I am Lord Drow. When the Empire encounters resistance, they call me. I'm here to end the slave uprising on Drummond Cass.
You enjoy your job, don't you?
Dominating lesser beings and squashing their will to resist? Of course I enjoy it. I think you will too. The situation is this. A Sith Lord was constructing a colossal statue of himself in the jungle. His slaves revolted and armed themselves. The Colossus remains unfinished and well-armed slaves now control the jungle. An embarrassment for the Empire, but an opportunity for me.
What can these renegade slaves possibly provide you?
Test subjects, of course. A means of perfecting my techniques. I'm testing a toxic weapon, a poison called Quell. Its victims experience a prolonged state of agonizing pain before finally dying. But the victims' allies are so horrified by Quell's effects, they lose their wills to resist. At least that's what I intend to prove.
Sounds like a worthy cause.
Yes, cowing the masses is a complex art. It requires a great deal of fine-tuning. I need someone to introduce a controlled amount of Quell into the slaves' water supply, so that I can determine the proper dosage. Work is dangerous, there will be armed slaves everywhere, but your success will be well rewarded. What do you say?
My duty is my life.
Superb. Then let's get started. My assistant, Sergeant Slerin, will recommend the correct dosage of Quell and give you a supply. See him at the research tent.
If I know Lord Drow's tastes, which unfortunately I do, he sent you for the Quell toxin.
Are you implying something, Sergeant?
My superior appreciates a particular sort of talent, that's all. What if I told you this experiment is pointless? That past studies have shown increased suffering has no impact on the speed of surrender? This has nothing to do with accelerating the end of a rebellion. Lord Drow simply takes perverse thrill in gratuitous suffering.
I'm sure Lord Drow wouldn't appreciate these comments.
Don't get me wrong, Lord Drow is very good at what he does, but he lets his personal bents impede our efficiency. I want this assignment over with. The faster this rebellion ends, the faster I'll be reassigned to more important work. Serving Lord Drow's bloodlust has stunted my career. If not for his inefficiency, I'd be a captain by now.
You're awfully enamored of yourself.
I know my potential, just as I know who's holding me back from achieving it. Lord Drow's dosage of Quell toxin will have slaves writhing in agony for pointless weeks, during which this area will remain volatile. I've prepared a dose that will kill the slaves efficiently, which is better for the Empire and for me. Will you deliver my dosage instead?
Let's end this revolt efficiently and kill off these renegades.
Wonderful. It's the right thing for everyone. Well, almost everyone. I'll give you a maximum dose of Quell toxin. Inject it into the slave camp's water filtration systems and see Lord Drow afterward.
Okay, so she really does seem to prefer efficiency, which is why I went with that particular quest. That said, I think I am calling it for the night. I've streamed longer than I had intended. I'm late to feed the baby, so I'm going to go and feed a little baby mouse. I do want to thank everyone who came out tonight for the stream. I hope that you guys had fun watching. I will be streaming tomorrow with the crafting stream. I will probably be even more sunburned than I already am. I will probably be pretty tired because I'm going to the family reunion today. That said, thank you all for coming out. Again, be safe, take care of yourself, take care of each other, and I'll see you next time. Bye.